Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Utah Utes. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And the runner takes off to his right. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Utes lining up here on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
The Utes looking to keep this drive moving. He hands it to the back. Finding some room at the 25. Hard running through a tackle. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The pre-snap motion from the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's looking to scramble. Gets some space around the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. A handoff to the back. A quick juke. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And the Utes are in the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out, communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down here for this offense. They'll run it to the right side. and it's good for a first down to the 36.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That pass is caught. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They moved into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular. Use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. They'll try the right here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fowles.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Automatic in the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
This is what you love to see, right? The quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. And the Utah offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out, and they get a drive going this time. On the run, it's Vaughn. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Play action fake, looking to throw.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. And the Utes will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
When you throw an out route against man coverage and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback, that was great execution.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll be brought down. One of those critical third down plays coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The ball's getting set on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Using his legs on the scramble. The quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he lobs it deep down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Quick throw to the left. Oh, and another incompletion.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the Volunteers will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught. Second down now. And he drops back in the gun. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Comes up with the catch. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on 2nd down, they'll try it out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 34-yard try. Long enough and good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Utes will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They get the second half started with a running play. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Tough spot here, 2nd and long at the 20. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Not much on that play, brought down short. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And the wideout goes in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Running back has it on a screen now. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Crucial third down play coming up. A handoff from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The balls line up on 1st and 10 now. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or the quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
1st and goal, handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's the running back in the flat. Touchdown, Volunteers. This quarterback on fire today. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Utah offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Using his legs here. Finds room at the 30. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Using his legs, it's Vaughn. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. The Utes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down. And the Utes are going to keep this drive rolling. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Vaughn. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? A quick throw out left, complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And the Utes will line up on 1st and 10. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught near the sideline. It's Vaughn. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The Utes line up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Second and goal for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Moves left out of the pocket. Touchdown, Utes. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Passes the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. Get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the grab. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And the Vols trying to cash in here in the red zone. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Utes offense takes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. The pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
But the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Short loss in the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line. The Utes will crank up the tempo. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Can he take it all the way? Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
The Volunteers with 1st and 10 here. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. Well, this head coach told us we've prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Grove Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.